I came across an interesting article last week by Kelsey Borresen from the online version of Huffpost. And if you are raising or have raised children, I think that you might also want to tune in as well. The clickbait title got me interested when I read 6 things kids totally notice without adults realizing it. Okay, what are they? As parents, we try to teach our children many things, but of all the intentional lessons that may or may not have taken, they have picked up all on their own these 6 bits of life lessons. So are you ready to hear the 6? And just so you know, that at the end, I also have a bonus one of my own to add. Now, I share this list because I believe that most parents don't live with enough guilt or regret about their parenting. No, that is not true at all. I think and I know that we live with a heavy burden of things that we wished had gone differently. So I am sharing this list in hope and prayer that God might use this information to help and not to burden you. So with that in mind, here we go. Number 1, children learn from you how you feel about your spouse. The contempt and anger in your voice, the sarcasm, the little comments do not go unnoticed. Emotions, positive or negative, hang in the air and they breathe in the warmth of love or the coldness of contempt. Number 2, kids learn how you feel about your body. Oh, great. I can't think of anyone who really likes their overall shape, looks, or their weight. And they take that information and they do the same thing that we're doing with it. Okay, now I can imagine right now that you are really tempted to scroll on because this is hard to hear. And what's worse, most of us, we really don't have any tools to change any of this. But if you can hang in there and take in the list, I do have solid hope to share with you from God, a God who really loves you and can redeem your days and transform your heart by His presence. So, number 3, your children learn what you actually value. Not what you say one should value, but what you actually value. And this can cut both ways, not just to the negative, but also to the positive. If you really value your relationship with God and following Jesus is your true desire, then hey, your kids pick that up and they learn the same lesson and have the same value, or at least potentially. And they can receive more spiritual depth and heart connection to Jesus from you than they could ever learn from our 2 years of confirmation instruction. Number 4, they learn your self-compassion or lack thereof. How you think about yourself and treat yourself is keenly observed by your family. How you handle mistakes and failures. If you have unrealistic expectations of yourself and lean toward perfectionism. Or if you're able just to laugh at yourself and cope with how frail and weak that you can be at times. It's all taken in and noted. Number 5, your relationship with food. Yeah, enough said. Let's go on to number 6. Number 6 from the article is how you talk about your kid to other adults. They get the vibe of what you think about them. Whew! That's it. I mean, if you made it this far in the video, then you are ready for some relief and some solutions, and I'm ready to give you some. First and foremost, everyone on this planet is messed up, without exception. Every one of us is not a good parent, at least not a perfect one. So it's not just you. And a few tips and tricks from the internet will certainly not fix what is truly wrong with us. No, but Jesus can. He is the good news and the good news bringer. And to all of us, He says, Come to me, you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble of heart, for my burden is easy. Jesus welcomes us into his family, and we learn from him his values, what he thinks about us, his relationship with food and family. And in one word, we learn his way, and that one word is love. He loves you and provides for your redemption and showers you with his grace. And the more that you live in his love, his truth, and his power to share that love with your spouse and children, the more blessed and loved your family will be. You may be at such a deficit of love right now that you may need some assistance from others that God has trained to help you work through your own feelings and failures. But no matter who you are, all of us need a daily time to be with Jesus so that we can receive his love and then be full to the overflow to share his love with others. And this leads me to my 7th bonus that our kids learn from us. They learn how much we broken sinners rely on Jesus. And this is a lesson I know that we truly want our children and grandchildren, spouses, siblings, neighbors, everyone to learn from us. And this good news is also the very thing that God desires to teach others through us. Jesus takes your guilt, your shame, your failures upon himself and gives to you grace and love and goodness to share with others. My prayer is that you grow ever deeper into this love of Christ and this truth of Jesus.